scenario out is very worse for families. It is not at all easy to get into any jobs. This has been going for a lot more years long back.
So why are so many family graduates are falling into this trap?
So they have been ignored a lot. Pharmacy people have been ignored, and they are going into depressive state and anxiety state.
Graduates spend extra money on certification courses. So is this really necessary or it's just an added burden to their resume?
ITP companies will be taking people from engineering background, right, and hospitals hiring doctors, but still pharma companies are not following this pattern.
Hello everyone, welcome to today's episode of Family Paradox, High Qualification, Low Opportunities. I'm Akshata and today I have a special guest with me, Dr. Sai Sushma Priya, who is currently working as a medical advisor for cardiometabolics at a leading pharmaceutical company. We are here to share our thoughts on current situation of family graduates in India, including the job opportunities, career and scope in pharma field. Dr. Sushma will also share her own experience in the pharma field. So we aim to give you a balanced view discussing both positive and negatives of the family career. So this video will definitely helpful for those who are seeking a clarity about your future in family. So without further ado, let's start our video. Welcome, Dr. Sushma.
Hi, Akshata. Thank you for having me today.
It's my immense pleasure to have you today. As we all know that the family course was introduced in India in the year of 2008. Although it has been nearly 16 years since the course implementation, still we can see a significant amount of unemployment rate among the family graduates. So my first question to you is, what are your thoughts on high unemployment rates among the family graduates?
Yes, it is very concerning that family graduates like spending so much of years studying and having a internship, yeah, training with lots of knowledge and everything, and still seeing them unemployed is very concerning actually. uh, See, they play a very clinical roles and research roles, public health. They have their own identity in ensuring the safety treatment, etc. But still, the job market out here is not at all keeping pace with that. So, it's significant issue that needs an urgent attention.
That's definitely troubling. And how do you feel about pharmaceutical companies are prioritizing other candidates over family graduates?
Yes, Akshata, it's quite disappointing. See, family graduates again having with lots of specialized training and skills. Like when company chooses the candidates from other fields except pharmacy. So it is really disappointing us a lot. Like we can see when where the ITP companies will be taking people from engineering background, right, and hospitals hiring doctors, but still pharma companies are not following this pattern of recruiting the people from pharmacy background. See, they often hire from various other backgrounds, and those people who do not have a family degree also. This is not the thing which is been seen now. This has been going for a lot more years long back. Uh, so they have been ignored a lot. Pharmacy people have been ignored, which is really disheartening for them.
That must be really frustrating to those graduates. And how does lack of job opportunities may affect the person's mental health?
Yes, again coming to this problem which has been seen, because I'll be getting requests from so many family graduates, recent graduates, that they are very concerned about their job, and they are going into depressive state and anxiety state. See, they have invested so much of years, almost 6 years in their education, and find themselves unemployed. This can usually feel a worthlessness of and a deep frustration also, which can be very hard to cope up with.
What systemic changes are necessary in pharmaceutical industry and education institution to improve job opportunities among family graduates?
Yes, see, I wish if the pharma company or pharma industry will take people from pharmacy background, targeted recruitment, uh, people who are from the pharma base. If they can provide such opportunity, I think so. None of the pharmacy graduate will be left unemployed out there. And I also suggest the universities or colleges to tie up or have a partnerships with the pharma companies and help for the campus interviews, and they can raise awareness about the PharmD, especially PharmD, because PharmD, still many of the people outside do not know what exactly a PharmD is, what they study, and what is their role in the pharma company or in a patient outcome sector. So I wish if these three simple steps a pharma company and a university can take, I think so it will be very helpful for all the PharmD graduates.
So those changes sounds really essential. In recent times, we have seen a surge of LinkedIn posts claiming if you want a job, comment or like to this post. So why are so many family graduates are falling into this trap? What can be done to protect and guide them in search of their job?
Yes, that's really a great question, Akshata. The primary reason for many PharmD graduates falling into these scams is due to high level of frustration. Because there are so many PharmD graduates are unemployed out there that they will be easily falling into these traps. Uh, See, I will suggest all the PharmD graduates, not only PharmD, I will suggest all the pharmacy graduates who are unemployed. Please do not uh, fall into these kinds of traps or frauds, because by just commenting, they would not give you a job. That is not like a hiring process, right? They are just commenting, okay, I am interested, this is my mail ID. um till now I didn't know how many of them really have got a job by just messaging or commenting for a post. I don't think so. First, I would say all the graduates who are searching for a job to please do a verification process. I would request everyone to seek to verify the legitimacy of the job postings. See, they can do this by researching the company, which company you want to join, or else you check the official company website. There you will be getting the job vacancies from that company, and they should be cautious if the job description or communication skills that lacks professionalism. So no professional will post comment, or no professional will post please send me your, or put a like or comment. This is not a professionalism, I guess so. You just search for company website, yeah, LinkedIn posts that are like easy apply, such things will be there, or else you send request to a talent acquisitions of that respective companies or HRs of that respective companies. You message them personally or you mail them personally about any job vacancies, or you can even share your resume to them for any job vacancies. They can let you know, but please do not fall into such scams.
So this is my last question to you. Despite their vast knowledge in clinical research and pharmacovigilance, many family graduates spend extra money on certification courses. So is this really necessary or it's just an added burden to their resume?
Yes, this is an again excellent and timely question, Akshata. Like many PharmD graduates feel pressured to obtain the additional certification courses, because to stand out the competition of the job market outside. But still, I would say because we have already been studying all the subjects in our PharmD course, right? We will be studying clinical research, we'll be having knowledge of PV, we'll be having knowledge of biostats, etc. Again, you spend so much of amount for that extra additional certification courses. I personally feel it is it is not needed for the PharmD graduate, especially because you are already filled with so much of knowledge and so much of skill that you do not need any certification courses. But still, if you want to pursue any course, like any programming like SAS, yeah, data, or medical writing skills, or if you want any other things, first you check these, and before that, first you check if the working company or industry. Not all industries will say that we want additional certification, right? Because even my company didn't ask me for any certification courses. Or you see, it depends again on the industry expectations. If your industry really need that, if you want to enter into any, like if you want to enter into medical affairs, you do not need any certification courses being done. But if you want to enter any other specification course, then you have to do. And you just, before doing that, you just see the relevance of the organization which is providing you such certification, whether it is good or no. And I would also request that all the institutional people to partnership with the certification courses organizations. Like if a college or a university can have a tie-ups with some institutions who are giving such types of certification courses, so that they can do it when you are in fifth year of PharmD. So you can have some certification courses within a small amount, not spending some thousands together, a big amount. Within just a small amount, if an institution can provide such certification courses, it would be really helpful for all the PharmD graduates. And always look for cost benefit analysis. It is not like spending 50,000 or 40,000 for just a small certification course. It is not at all needed for a PharmD graduate. Just less than 5K or less than 10K, that is more than enough for you to spend, because you have already spent slack together during your PharmD studies. And it's not, you are already been a postgraduate. Again, you do not need any advanced certification courses for the relevance of your education. So I would give them these alternate solutions.
Thank you, Dr. Sushma, for sharing your insights today. It's clear that addressing these issues require both
Yeah.
immediate and long-term efforts.
That's true. Thank you for having me, Akshita. This conversation is incredibly important, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to discuss. I hope our discussion can reach as many families as possible. Please do share it with all the family students, and as their awareness and involvement are very crucial in addressing these challenges effectively.
Yeah, sure. If you're interested, we could even organize a live podcast where family graduates facing this challenge can join in directly.
Yes, together we can openly discuss our experiences and problems. That will be a good stand. We can unite in advocating for our rights. See, pursuing our collective goals. Let's stand together and make our voices heard. Like, I wish all the families, if we can have a live and we can share our own problems. And I will also suggest you the upcoming budding PharmDs who are there. Uh, I wish, or I suggest you to be in a contact with your seniors, be in a contact with the other PharmDs who are already been in a good positions through LinkedIn. You can message everyone so that they it will be very helpful for them to at least give you a chance for any job, because the job scenario out is very worse for families. It is not at all easy to get into any jobs. So, keeping this concern in your mind, I would say it is us who need to stand for ourselves, speak for ourselves, and we should do it by ourselves. So, please do connect with all the families, connect with all the graduates and connect with your seniors, juniors, keep in contact with them and help them in one or the other way. And I will also say people who are studying PharmD right now to publish few papers, do some research papers or case presentations, case studies, anything, and go attend the conferences out there. See, that will be helpful for you so much because it has helped me a lot to be in this position right now because I didn't spend so much of money for any other certifications courses. I just attended few conferences all over the Karnataka and presented my few papers, my case studies, case presentations. That has given me a stand, that has given me a very much of importance that I selected or I got hired very soon. So you mingle up with your juniors or seniors and with few doctors during your internship and publish few papers and add it in your resume so that your resume will be built perfectly. And even be connected, please be connected with the all the PharmDs. And we will be sharing you the our LinkedIn IDs attached in the video. Akshita, you can do that, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can contact us anytime. You can mail me, you can message me. I will be always be ready for all the PharmD graduates. What are your problems? If you are ready, then we can have a live podcast also.
Thank you, Dr. Sushma, and thank you to our listeners for turning into a family paradox, high qualification and low opportunities. If you have any questions or comments, please reach out to us on social media. Until next time, stay informed and stay engaged. Thank you.
Thank you.